The great wedding dress frenzy of Bondi. It was a scene straight out of a movie, if that movie was a cross between Bridesmaids and The Hunger Games. Bondi, usually known for its sun-kissed beaches, surfing dudes, and overpriced smoothies, had turned into a battleground. But instead of warriors wielding swords, there were brides clutching handbags, elbowing their way to victory. The prize? Discounted designer wedding dresses. The battlefield? A quiet little Vinnie's store, suddenly at the center of the most chaotic bridal bargain hunt Australia had ever seen. It all started when a bridal boutique shut its doors and decided to donate its entire stock of wedding gowns to Vinnie's. These weren't just any dresses, they were the kind of dresses that made you look like you had just stepped out of a magazine. And with the average Australian wedding now costing a small fortune, a whopping $36,000, it was no wonder that over 1,000 people descended on Bondi, ready to fight for the gown of their dreams. Dawn of the discount dress army. From the crack of dawn, women lined up outside Vinnie's like it was Black Friday meets the royal wedding. Some had come armed with camping chairs, snacks, and an unbreakable spirit. Others had brought their entire bridal party for backup, forming strategic battle plans like they were storming a medieval castle. "I haven't seen this much determination since my cousin fought a seagull for a hot chip," one bystander remarked. The line stretched for blocks, looping around the corner like a giant bridal snake. Traffic slowed as drivers stared in confusion. A bus driver even pulled over, assuming there had been some kind of emergency. "I thought it was a celebrity meet and greet," one Uber driver admitted. "Turns out it was just brides trying to avoid bankruptcy." The doors open, and all hell breaks loose. When the doors finally opened, chaos erupted. It was a mix of laughter, tears, and the occasional scream as brides dove into racks of dresses like seagulls on an abandoned picnic. One woman, clutching a lace gown like it was a newborn baby, yelled, "This is mine. I've waited too long for this." Another, wearing sneakers and ready for battle, whispered, "I trained for this moment." Dresses were flying left and right. Veils got tangled. A poor Vinnie's worker got trapped behind a pile of tulle. Somewhere in the madness, two women grabbed the same dress at the same time. A silent stare-off began. The tension was thick. People stopped rifling through gowns to watch. Then, in a move that belonged in an action film, one of them let go and yelled, "Fine, but I hope your wedding has bad weather," before storming off. Brides, brothers, and bargain hunters. It wasn't just brides-to-be in the mix. There were mothers, best friends, grandmothers, and even a few future grooms trying to secure a deal. One man, clearly sent by his fiancée, was seen on a FaceTime call, spinning in circles, pointing his phone at different dresses. "Babe, do you want lace or satin?" "No, that's not cream, that's off-white." No, this one has a train." "Wait, someone just took it." "Hang on." Another guy, who admitted he was just there for moral support, was overheard saying, "I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm afraid to leave." Unexpected dress buyers. Not everyone in line was actually getting married. Some were just there for the bargain of a lifetime. "I don't even have a boyfriend," one woman admitted, holding a dress 3 sizes too big. "But at this price? Why not prepare for the future?" Another shopper, who had no intention of walking down the aisle, said she planned to turn the dress into a Halloween costume. "I'm going to be a ghost bride," she explained, waving the lace dramatically. "It's fashion and budget-friendly." Even an elderly woman joined the fray, saying, "I got married in 1965, but if I ever need a second chance, I want to be ready." A wedding dress success story. After hours of mayhem, most brides walked away victorious. Some held up their dresses like Olympic trophies. Others staggered out, exhausted but triumphant. One woman sat on the curb, dress in hand, looking like she had just completed a marathon. "I saved $2,000 today," she sighed. "That's going straight into the honeymoon fund." The real winners? Vinnie's, who not only raised a massive amount of money, but also brought a bit of joy to hundreds of bargain-hunting brides. As one lucky bride said, "Today, we didn't just buy dresses. We survived, we conquered, and we did it for love."